Exclamation, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sunday Ramblings in Cube World. It is for me currently Saturday night, December the 7th, and boy, have I been playing games and playing games and playing games. Oh, I've been having so much fun. With any luck, if the YouTubes permit, there will be an episode up probably today when you're seeing this of Starbound, as if there was any doubt that I'd play a sci-fi game, sandbox game. And I've been having so much fun with that game. Just a tremendous amount of fun. I've been waiting patiently for it, and the wait was definitely worth it. Exploring all kinds of stuff. Not entirely happy with the fact that they threw it out there to, what seems like every damn YouTuber in the world a day ahead of time, so that everybody's feeds were spammed with stuff. But it is what it is. They tried to do a little marketing push, and it certainly worked. It was certainly a fun game, and I'm having a blast in it. So you'll get to see my first 25 minutes or so of that. Well, 25 minutes of footage, but about 2 to 3 hours of actual time. So that's pretty cool, and I've already today recorded another hour or so of footage in there, and I've been played it for about, I don't know, 2-3 hours. So expect lots and lots of stuff there. I'm having such a blast. It's funny. I can't recall a book or a television show or a movie or something that just, after watching it, it sort of just made your whole existence 5 times happier. And yet I can say that that's the truth for several games, and Starbound so far has been one of those games. So having lots of fun there. I hope everybody's enjoying my videos and other videos. There's plenty. I've been watching plenty of other YouTubers that I watch on normally. Do their little Starbound playthroughs, trying not to watch too many because I don't want to spoil too much of this stuff for myself. But it's been fun. Lots and lots of fun. And this is going to be, excuse me, sorry. This is going to be another roughly hour episode. I say roughly because I am trying to get it down, trying to get these episodes down to a half an hour as usual. But there's been, I don't know what it is, but first week of December, it's like tons and tons and tons of updates have come through my email. So I have a few topics to cover as usual, and I will do so. First of all, one big major news here involving Cube World itself. We got a recent blog post on the 5th explaining I just saw some big dude here walk into a cave. I don't know what. Oh, and these pigs! Wow, these pigs are unhappy. What is your problem? Plus 3 unhappy pigs here. I'm really curious. Let me drink a health potion here. I'm really curious as to what I just saw walk into the cave here, because I don't think I've seen this before. Alright, there's some gold here. That's pretty good. What did I just see? Oh, Minotaur. Wow. Plus 3 Minotaur. Okay. Yeah, this guy means business. Whoa. As I get knocked back in the world here. All right, I've never faced one of these before, so this is This is all new to me. But he went down pretty easily, which is good. Cannot withstand my epic loot that I finally have here. Cool. All right, so sorry, flashy stuff on screen. Back to my topics here. Cube World, the update. We got there's new landscapes being developed. We already heard about the Deadlands, which is looks like it's going to be the official name for it now, where it's a forested area, very gloomy, with all the mobs being, like zombies and things of that nature. And then also, a bit of a surprise, savannas. We're going to get a savanna biome now. And along with that, a whole bunch of new dungeons, new villages, new creatures, and apparently a new quest system, though I haven't seen any particular pictures of that. But as far as some of the screenshots that were posted, some of the new dungeons that were in the screenshots, there was a citadel and a fort were two of the screenshots that I saw. So that's pretty cool, and I'm getting some a little bit of lag here. Sorry about that. And as far as the villages, that look like the normal villages, but just with different materials made for the houses were made out of. New roofs and stuff like that. And as far as new creatures, there were quite a few were shown off in the screenshots. I saw some zebras, lions, an ostrich, some elephants, and then what looked like a ginormous walrus. We'll have to see there. And as far as enemies go, which the walrus was one of them, it looked like. As far as some of the enemies they showed off, a dark troll and a skeleton knight. So very, very excited. I can't wait to see what comes of that. I can't wait for the next update. Hopefully it'll be relatively soon, because it looks like there's going to be quite a bit lined up for it. So that's cool. It's awesome. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I am in such a great mood too. It's just everything's good right now as far as the sandbox world goes. In fact, tons and tons of sandbox games just out there right now and getting picked up. I talked a little bit about Trove. I haven't been able to get into that to look at it. Also, Pixel Piracy is another one, another sandboxy game out there that I have downloaded, but I haven't. I started to look at it, but I haven't actually figured out how to play the game yet. So that's still on my list of things to figure out. There's so many things going on right now. Also, along the same line, since I'm talking about Pixel Piracy, there was a little article on them earlier this week where they are quote unquote pirating their own game. In other words, rather than people who would go on, say, Pirate Bay and download a copy of the game, they're just going to give away their game for free to anybody who wants it. And then the only thing is they would rather, as they've said, they would rather people, if they're going to pirate the game, at least take it from their website, so that they know that it's not virus laden or otherwise. And then just give them a social media shout out if you do, and just give them some kind of kickback, even if it's not monetarily. And honestly, I think the game, if I remember correctly, is rather cheap. I don't offhand remember the price, but I know it's one of these indie, fairly cheap, maybe $10 or $20. I don't remember offhand what I paid for it, but yeah. So go check them out. If now you can go download it and really check it out for yourself and see if you like it, and then maybe kick them some money. As also some other news. I noticed an article. I was just reading my RSS feeds a little bit earlier. Earlier in the week, Polygon had an article up about a Minecraft opera that took place on the 3rd of December. It was orchestrated by by Virginia Tech students in collaboration with some high school students who were controlling Minecraft. So I should probably explain a little bit. This Minecraft opera that took place, essentially they built some sets in Minecraft, installed a plugin to allow them to sync up the vocals with not only chat text, but also sync up the characters, their mouths. Normally your character doesn't really have a mouth, but they must have had some kind of plugin to sync up the mouths of the characters in Minecraft with the singers. It looked really cool. There's a video up there. I'll link to it. I'll link to the Polygon article since that has all the information in it. But it's the video is only about 28 minutes long. It's pretty interesting if you want to just take a look at it. I thought it was kind of cool, neat. A little bit of machinima going on there. Mix of machinima and classic opera. So there you go. So that's takes care of that as far as news goes. Now, as far as things that I've been working on that I haven't gotten a chance to talk about until now, I have been playing, if you haven't noticed, Sortigo, which is a little mobile 2D platformer, side-scrolling platformer. I'm playing that game. I've been enjoying it. It's I haven't commentated on a platformer like that before. I kind of have and I kind of haven't. I mean, I Super Amazing Quest was the last time I did that, and that was really a very quick 30-minute thing. And this is more of a long-form version of that, and it's interesting. I'm still trying to figure out how to actually do it as far as commentary goes. But I've been playing the heck out of that, and I've been enjoying it. It is very, very frustrating not having a controller, a very good controller. Touchscreens are good for some things, but not really when it comes to precise movement and the precision that you need in a platformer. So I'm paying the price often for that. Plus, I just generally suck. So, I've been redoing boss fights over and over and over again, trying to get through them. Though I intend to edit most of those out just so that I don't have a 6-hour video of failure. Also, along the way there, I've been keeping an eye on some other mobile games that I want to potentially record. One of them is The Bard's Tale. Now, this is an old classic computer game. It's like a point-and-click, I believe it's like a point-and-click 2D, old-style game, sort of like a, it's an adventure game. It's sort of like the Sierra games, almost, of old. Not quite. It's different in certain respects. And I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's apparently very humorous and very fun game to play. And I've heard lots of stories about it, but I've never actually played it myself. And it just recently, well, I can't say recent, well, yeah, I guess it is recently, just this year, at least, which is recent for me as far as mobile goes, had an Android and iOS, I believe iOS release as well. And I noticed it on the Android store, so I thought, hey, you know what? Let's buy it and see what's going on. So I'm gonna take a look at it after I'm done with Sortigo, and see if it's something that I want to record. My My only consternation about that is that it's not an indie game. It's a AAA title that's been ported to mobile devices, so it kind of breaks the mold of what I normally record. So hopefully I don't pay the price for recording a AAA game. I'm hoping. So this might be the first one that I do, just to see what kind of reaction I get as far as the copyrights go. Also on mobile, I found another 99-cent game called Dark Dawn Encounters. This is still, it's not released yet. It's still an early version of it. I don't know if it's an alpha or a beta yet, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to get a little bit more meat to it before I record it. But it's right now the version that's out there is just a battle simulator. So it's a Starfleet Command-like game, very similar to my Starpoint Gemini stuff. Only it's on a mobile device, and it looks really interesting. It's an indie dev, works on it, and I'm kind of interested to see what comes out of it. Right now, as I said earlier, it's just a battle simulator. So you jump in and you have a ship, and you've only got one set of weapons, one set of whatever. And actually, do you have? There are some settings you can change now that I'm thinking about it, but it's really just testing the battle stuff, just showing you endless battle type of things. So it's really it's interesting. I want to eventually probably do a video of it. It's on my list of things here, but if you want to, go check it out. It's like I said, it's only 99 cents on the Google Play Store, and it's not a whole lot of money to drop on something to see if you like it. So go ahead and check that out. I'll leave a link to it as usual, as always. All right, now before I get into any more of stuff that I'm working on, I'm trying to balance this a little bit because there's a couple of things that I'm actually looking at, and even more as far as the PC goes. But before I do that, I want to get some updates because there's been a ton of updates this week as far as Kickstarter stuff goes, and other things of that nature. So the Kickstarters first. Interstellaria. I mentioned this last episode. They have hit their Kickstarter's over. They've hit their goal. In fact, they had hit it before, I believe. But their final total, their final tally, was $28,805 out of the $5,000 that they were actually looking for. So that's, out of the $15,000 they were looking for initially. I can't read my own writing sometimes here. It's hard to read your own writing and also play a game at the same time. It takes a special person, I guess. Because of that $28,000 that they raised, we got one of their stretch goals hit, which was the expanded alien territories. So 3 more regions of space are going to get a big expansion due to that, and that includes new worlds, new ships to buy, new upgrades, and new crewmen in the game. So that is awesome. I cannot wait. Well, I gotta stop saying I cannot wait, because obviously I cannot wait because I'm talking about it. But that one will be coming out. That one's well on its way to being a thing that will be awesome. In addition to that, Tiny Trek, I mentioned this also last week. They have just this week surpassed their goal. They're up to $6,364 out of the $4,000 that they were looking for. They still have 14 days left, so and some stretch goals to go. So the first stretch goal they hit was the $6,000 stretch goal, and that was to get robust editing tools. So we can expect some good editing tools there. And their next goal is $8,000, and that's to get the server-based content sharing. So basically, you go and not only can you edit things now in the game, but also share them on the server if they reach that goal. You know, be a central server to share it on rather than having to, you know, transmit it yourself. So that's awesome. Tiny Trek, by the way, is the like 8-bit pixely top-down sort of Star Trek-alike type of thing, where it has AI-generated episodes, quote-unquote, which are like supposed to be like 3 to 6 minutes or 6 to 8 minutes, whatever number it was. Little episodes. You have away missions, and you have your starship missions and things of that nature. I do have that downloaded. There's like a battle test that they have out there. Battle build, I guess. I actually tried to play it a little bit earlier, and I didn't have my joystick plugged in, or my controller plugged in, so I'll have to revisit that and see what I can do there. That's cool. Approaching Infinity. This was the roguelike top-down 8-bit pixel game. It's hit its goal as well this week. They've hit $6,384 out of their $5,000 they were looking for, and they have 3 days left, as well as some stretch goals. They've surpassed a couple stretch goals. Their $5,500 one was to do a single Mac release. So if you have a Mac computer, there will be a final one release at the very end of the game as a Mac version. The developer explained that he doesn't own a Mac, and I can concur with that as well, because I also stay away from iOS and Mac devices as much as I possibly can, any kind of Apple device. So that's why he's only going to do one release, because he has to get somebody else, one of his friends, one of his buddies, to test it for him. So that's now confirmed. Also, the $6,000 stretch goal was hit, which is the Auto Explorer feature. So when you go down to a planet's surface, you can have a bot go out and explore it for you, which would be awesome. I was playing. I've been doing a lot today. I've tried playing a little bit of that today as well, and I want to see if I can get a video up of it so you can see what kind of game it is. It is very much roguelike. I do die quite often, but I have to actually record it. I was just playing it just to get a feel for it before I do that. So expect me to have a video of that soon. I don't know when, because so many things going on, and Starbound's been taking up so much of my time because I've been having so much fun in there. But upcoming stretch goals, you have 3 more days, so let's see if we can get some more of these upcoming goals. At $6,500 is a detailed modding guide, so you can mod the game, but there's no detailed instructions on how to do it, and developers said that they will provide that at $6,500. And at $7,500, ongoing Mac support. So instead of just being a single release and good luck with your Mac, it would be an ongoing thing where you would provide actual support for anybody who has a Mac version. So that's great. All that stuff is good. Another update. This will probably be the last update for a while for the Mandate. Their Kickstarter finally finished. That is the sci-fi do everything space sim game. I guess it's space sim, but it's more like space RPG game. It's they've hit $701,010, or 10 cents. Let's try that again. $701,000 and $701,010. There we go. Let's get my decimal point correctly there. Out of their original $500,000 goal that they were looking for. What that means is we got Starbase boarding operations now, which is terrific. I mean, on top of everything else in the game, this game just gets more and more expansive. It's awesome. Hopefully, we get to see everything that has been put into it, because it looks like it's a great concept. There's a lot of people behind it. A lot of popular YouTubers have shown their support for it. So cannot wait. And another update, the Memory of Eldarim. This is another Kickstarter I've been kind of watching and following. One I've been trying desperately to record, but my hardware simply will not do it. It's a third-person RPG set in the Crytek engine. Action RPG, I should say. So it is, it's not turn-based. It's actual, clicky-clicky stuff. With all the kind of loot mechanics of Diablo and stuff of that nature. Very, very beautiful game. I've played it. I just can't record it at a decent frame rate anyway. But I've played it at a decent frame rate, and it's just tremendous. Love it. They were going on Kickstarter to try to get some funding for their artwork, which is already doing pretty well, but they need more. They have more art assets they need to do. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to make it. They were looking for $150,000. They've only raised $26,208, and there's only, as of right now, as I'm recording it, only about 6 hours left. So by the time this goes out, it will be done and over with, and probably not have reached its funding goal, which is sad. But they still have a tremendous amount of game there. They just have to find some alternate ways of funding it. There are plenty of other ones out there. The Kickstarter is not the be-all and do-all, as we've seen with several games. So hopefully they continue and they're not distressed by it, and they just keep on keeping on. Speaking of keeping on, Citizens of Earth. That was a Kickstarter that failed several months ago that I covered. I made a video of them. Just got a recent update from them. They're working on Chapter 2. They're still continuing to work, even though they didn't get funding. Continuing to work on a game. They're up to Chapter 2 now. They just sent a Chapter 2 build to all their testers. So that I just wanted to just let you guys know that's continuing on. Just from the update that I got. Also, a successful Kickstarter, Cosmic Star Heroine. I talked about them a little while ago. That's an RPG, 2D, I think it's side-scrolling RPG, made by Zeboid Games. It's basically in the Zeboid style. That they only do RPGs. They've done, Breath of Death 7, The Call of Cthulhu, something Cthulhu. I think it's The Call of Cthulhu. I think my mind is not quite in it yet. It's not remembering as it should. Also did the Penny Arcade, I think episode 3 and 4 on the Rain Slick Precipice of Darkness. So they are handling Cosmic Star Heroine. They just sent out an update saying that they are participating in the Microsoft ID at Xbox program. This is a new program that Microsoft just announced this week, or announced recently. I don't know if it was this week or not. Where it's indie dev. They're giving out dev kits to indie developers for Xbox One. It's basically the program, the ID at Xbox program is basically, it's like Xbox Live indie games was, sort of, except it's a little bit more, it's allowing indie devs to self-publish instead of having to go through Microsoft. And they're giving out like free dev kits and Unity to 50 studios. A few of the studios that they gave it out to, Zeboy being one of them, Vlambeer, which they've done Super Crate Box and Ridiculous Fishing, Double 11, which has done the like Pixel Junk and Limbo, Slightly Mad Studios, they're like Need for Speed Shift, and Project Cars. Project Cars I've been keeping an eye on. I've been looking for a very long time for a indie racing game to play, and I've been waiting for. There was one that I played that here I go with names again. Terrible with names. Remember the games, but terrible with names. That I've been waiting for, and I haven't seen anything about it yet. And I've just been looking around for a racing game. I've been dying to play a racing game that's sort of an indie game that I can do. I mean, all the ones that I have are AAA and, EA and all this, you gotta worry about the radio stations and all that crap in them. And I'm just looking for one that I can record and share with everybody. Definition 6 is another one that was listed. They're the guys working on Spy Party, which I have not played. I've heard lots of things about. I've seen some videos of. It looks interesting. I'll have to really dig into that deeper at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. And Double Fine is another one of the 50 that they've announced. They're one's doing Space DF9, which I think I mentioned at one point earlier, and Broken Age is another one. So that's cool. So we can expect Cosmic Star Heroine to be released for the Xbox One. So if you're a console person, you've got one more reason to be enjoying the Xbox One. I personally haven't bought any of the next gens yet. I don't know if I will or not either. There's been such a resurgence in PC gaming recently that I may stick with my PC through it. Really, the only reason I bought a PS4 3 and an Xbox 360 was because PC gaming had sort of went on a lull for a while there, for a couple of years there, and then it picked right back up again, and I haven't gone back. It's been a while since I played on my Xbox even. And my PS3, I think the only game I have for it is what came with it, which was the sword fighting game that several, a whole lot of fun, but it's just, it's about the only thing I've played on it. Man, oh man. All right. Trying to make my way over to some of these quest markers here. Hopefully I'll get there soon. Another Kickstarter update. Collateral. This one goes back a while here. Let's see if I can get over these quest markers here. Collateral is I think I mentioned them a long time ago. It seems like a long time ago. I've had the alpha version of it for a while here. I just haven't recorded it, and the reason is it's only been available to Kickstarter backers, and I sort of have this thing where I don't want to show video of a game that isn't the version that people have access to. I guess it feels weird to show off a game that is only available to Kickstarters, and then nobody can get into the Kickstarter anymore. If any of that makes any sense. But it looks like I'll be able to actually start recording and releasing some video on it, because they've just announced that they're going to do an open alpha now, and I probably should actually explain and remind you of what Collateral actually is. as I get ahead of myself here. Collateral is a open world Crazy Taxi style game. Crazy Taxi mixed with the Fifth Element movie. So you're basically a flying taxi guy, and there's all kinds of missions. It's a, you know, cyber punkish world that you fly through. It's a little bit of fun. I played it quite a bit. I just haven't, released any video because obviously it was only available to Kickstarter guys. But now they have a humble widget on their website, and I will link to their website. And where you can go and buy into the alpha, and everybody can now get to see what's going on. They've also released, or they're going to release, a new update to their alpha with new weapons and rebindable controls. Hopefully that'll be coming soon. I read that it was the open alpha wasn't quite done yet. I'm going to link it to their website anyway, and hopefully, you'll just have to bookmark it and come back to it. But that'll be awesome whenever that goes up. Hopefully soon. There wasn't any date in their update to Kickstarter, so your guess is as good as mine in that regards. Cool. I think wow. For a change, I think I actually got through all of my Kickstarter updates and news updates. It seems like I just have a never-ending list of this stuff, and it's just, every time I get through some of it, more shows up in my inbox. Oh, okay. Oof. And I'm actually, I've been rushing through it to try to get it out there. Ooh, defeat Yeti. What? Where's this Yeti at? I've never fought a Yeti before. Where? Oh, there he is. Ooh, this is. Let me get healed up, and let me get my appropriate pet out for this. All right, let's see what this guy has in store for us. Oh, look at this guy. Well, he's white, so I should be able to get through this. Ooh, he still has a lot of hit points though. Ground pounding. Oh, block that. Oh. Okay. Let's yeah, yes, I will try to defeat the Yeti. I'm doing some damage here anyway. It's just got lots and lots of hit points. Whoa! Hello. Alright, I gotta jump back. We're almost there. Let's heal up. Almost. Come on. Oh, time that one right. Alright, let's go. Come on. Knock this guy down, and there we go. Nice. Well, that is the first time I've fought a Yeti, so there we go. And luckily he was my level, so I wouldn't have to repeat it 100 times. Cool. All right. Well, let's see if we can find this other. Let me get my horse here. Let's see if I can find this other quest marker. And what's this? Oh, cotton. Yeah, I can't use cotton. Found that out. Let's see if I can get over to this other quest marker and see what else this biome has in store for me. This is pretty cool. Hopefully it's something else new as well. Oh, all right. I am. I've been rushing to try to get stuff out into this video here, and it's already tired me out. It doesn't help that the air is so dry in the wintertime here that in my house that I just my throat is quite the desert right now. And it's funny too, because before I start recording, I actually drink an entire bottle of water, and it doesn't help. But I will power through here. I will power through. Hopefully, I'm not doing too much lip smacking here, because it'll take me a while to edit some of that out. All right, we've made progress through my list here. Let me take a breath. So a few more things that I am looking at and working on and hopefully trying to record. There's a game called Project Freedom. This is a third-person mouse-driven sort of space fighter game. Trying to think of, there's several games that it resembles. I'm having trouble extracting names out of my brain today. But it's released. It's been out there since, I believe, 2010 or so. It was when it was released, and I'm just finding it now. It was not a well marketed or well received game. Much like Starpoint Gemini, in that regard. But I wanted to play it and record it. I'm having some trouble recording it, honestly. The cutscenes go into some funky video mode, and it crashes out if I'm recording while the cutscene goes into that mode. So I'm trying to find ways around it. There are ways, like it looks like I can record the gameplay as long as I don't start recording until the mission actually starts. But Syria Castle, huh? I don't think I'm going to do a castle romp right now. But I'm going to have to figure ways around, recording the pre-mission, and then I can pull out I can extract the videos. Excuse me. I can extract the mission videos and probably edit them in separately. It's just I have to stop recording and then start recording again once the mission starts. So it's going to be a little choppy from that regard. But I'm hoping eventually to get that recorded, because I like to look at some of these things and that were kind of overlooked by people for various reasons. Maybe they were buggy or whatever, and kind of just give them a little bit of a fresh perspective. Because me and sci-fi are, sci-fi games tend to override all my other otherwise, override all of my other normal, oh, I don't want to play this type of thing. My words just aren't here right now. I'm just rambling on as usual here. So I'm hoping to record that at some point. That has apparently like 21 missions, so it should be hopefully a relatively short recording that I can do there. Also, I still have a ton of editing to do on my Wing Commander Saga. I've completed the game, by the way, and the ending was the payoff that I was hoping for. as somebody who loves the lore of Wing Commander universe, it was masterfully done from that regard. The final mission was what I would expect it to be as far as gameplay goes, but the lore around it was terrific. How it fit into the actual ending of Wing Commander 3 and all that stuff. I love it. I'm trying to do it justice by inserting some more of my own videos. Like right now I'm trying to edit other videos around it. Like I'm trying to have these little, what I'm calling TCN info bursts in the middle of the game, where I pause the game and basically go into depth about something. For instance, right now, like whenever I encounter a new enemy fighter or something like that. Just go into like the details about the fighter and all that stuff. So I'm trying to add my own little mark to it. I mean, the basic gameplay, I have all that recorded, all my audio recorded for that. I do, you know, mention some historical stuff, some lore stuff in there as well. But there's also these little siegs, I guess, that I want to do as well. And I'm also trying to come up with an intro for each video. Going to be lots of videos, by the way. I'm editing them down to like 30 minutes. And I have 19 hours of raw footage, so it's going to be a nice long series once I finally stop playing other games and clamp down and get all this stuff you know, edited. And I'm hoping that later in the month here I can focus on that, because I have a nice long vacation coming up. So. Oof, I'm struggling here. There's more. I want to keep going here because I want to see what this other cross sword area is, and I would like to get up onto this thing here and get a good overlook, but I don't know if I have enough stamina to make it up this hill here, or enough skill for that matter. And I still have plenty of things to talk about, so it's not like I'm running out of things here. It's just I'm running out of effort, of tiredness here. The tiredness is creeping in. So that's Project Freedom. I'm looking at it. It's one of many things on my list that I would like to record at some point. Another one is, and this one came up recently again, Evocron Mercenary, and it's funny. This is a privateer style game. You know, you're in the cockpit, you're a space fighter pilot, you know, doing missions, going around in the whole universe, an open sort of sandbox type thing with missions and all, story arcs and all that stuff. And it's funny. I saw it come through my RSS feed recently, and I thought, oh man, why haven't I played this game yet? And I went to go buy it on Steam, and it's like, no, you already have this game. Steam's like, no, seriously, you've already bought this game. And it turned out I had played it for, you know, like a couple minutes, and then forgot about it. You know, it was, I guess, one of those points where I just had so many other things going on that I didn't spend any real time in it. So I've made a note of it. I actually went through one of the accomplishments, one of the feats I did this week was I actually categorized my Steam library, because I heard you could do it. I just couldn't figure out where the hell to do it. I kept looking in the menus, and it turns out, no, you got to go into the game itself, and the game page itself in your library, and it's on the right hand side under actions, and then you got to do each one individually, which is interesting when you've bought as many humble bundles as I have. But I finally got everything categorized, so I have that under my list of things I should definitely record. Just need to get around to. So it's there. I will eventually look at that. Defeat the Cyclops. Ooh, this is a new one. Oh, there he is over there. Okay, I've never faced this guy before. This is going to be an episode of new things here, man. Three new enemies I've never faced before. I'm now facing. And oh, good, he's my level too, so I can batter this guy around here. Oof. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good at all. That is no love tap. All right, come on. Oh, I got an ogre as well here. Taking on two guys at once. Ooh, what the? Wow. All right. Oh, come on. Okay, get rid of that ogre. Yeah, I gotta get away from this guy. Getting cornered here. Oh, come on, come on. All right, let's get a little bit of distance between us. Oh, he's just ripping up this landscape like it's nothing here. There we go. Wow, 500 XP from that guy. I'm about to level again too. Jeez Louise. What am I? Yeah, that's like what, 3 levels in this episode as well? Man, oh man, it's like beast mode all of a sudden here. I went from struggling to get up levels early on in the game. Christ, that first boss I fought well back in the game when it was like, took me what, 28 minutes or something to beat him, and now it's just I'm just rolling along here. This is cool. This is awesome. I finally feel like a badass in this game. It took forever and a day to feel like a badass in the game, but I'm finally there. Oh, well, on that note, I am thoroughly tired out right now. So I think I am going to call it an episode. Oh, and I'm going to immediately jump back to to Starbound too, probably. I'm still enjoying Cube World though, and I can't wait for all these updates. So let me get some of my skill points up here. Thank you for watching, everybody. I've enjoyed this as always, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.